I think the reason that it's so exhausting, this political climate, is that people that are not filled with hate have been having to cohabitate with this looming entity that is the manifestation of hatred on the planet right now. And come to realize after 8 years of watching this guy that really is what he represents to the people that support him. They can't be cleaved from him. Most of them can't. I mean, we're debating that now, right? Whether or not they'll show up at the polls and vote for him. They're going to show up at the polls and vote for him. And the reason they're going to do it is because he unifies them through hatred. Hatred is the defining characteristic, the permission structure that he has created for his followers. If you think about it, no other candidate has said to his followers, it's okay to hate. Saying to people, it's okay to hate, sounds bizarre, but it's a great strategy. And that's what the GOP is all about now. There was no platform in 2020 to speak of other than hatred. Hatred is the platform. I hate Taylor Swift. I hate Oprah. I hate Bruce Springsteen. I hate Kamala Harris. I hate this. I hate that. Hate, hate, hate. It's the word that is the policy. It is the platform. Hate is the candidate. And that's why nothing matters. The lies don't matter. 30,000 lies don't matter. The outrageous behavior doesn't matter because it's a permission structure to allow hatred. And hatred exists in the hearts of too many of our fellow citizens around the world. Always has, always will. It exists within your heart too. You hate. Everybody understands that most primal emotion, hatred, fear of others, fear of Mexican people, fear that there are more black people in America now than there are white people. And that's why this guy can win, because white people in this country are terrified. And terror is a pathway to hatred. They're very closely related. And that's who Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is the manifestation of hatred on earth. The corruption doesn't matter. The lies don't matter. His disgusting persona doesn't matter. His ignorance doesn't matter. None of that matters. And we get caught up thinking that there's some rationale. There's some policy reason. His treatment of women doesn't matter. Everything that is scary to the white male, this guy represents. And that's why white men who are non-college educated support Donald Trump more than any other group. Ignorance breeds anger and fear. When we don't have the words to describe something, it's scary. How do we get the words to describe something? We become educated. That's why college-educated whites are more likely to support Kamala Harris than reject Donald Trump. This is about ignorance and hatred as the brand of the GOP heading into the ballot box. They know it, and deep down you know it. So I'm asking you to look into your heart before you go into that ballot box. And you ask yourself, are you going to vote for hatred or are you going to vote for love? And don't take my word for it. Maybe you want to read some scripture. Maybe you want to go back and read the Sermon on the Mount. Maybe you want to find out what Jesus' message was. From my understanding, I understood Jesus as a guy who was saying, love thy neighbor. Take care of the traveler, the stranger. Welcome them. Wash the feet of the poor. Not hate the poor, not reject the stranger, not imprison the stranger. not steal the stranger's children from them. Don't hate black people because their skin is different from you. This is the original sin of America, and now we have to pay for it. And that is why Donald Trump could very easily win this election, for no other reason but hatred. And it's up to you to ask yourself if hatred is the way you want to lead your life. Because if Donald Trump wins, that's what happens. We will no longer be the land of the free and the home of the brave. We will be the land of institutionalized hatred.